get myself in trouble. And then I always just stay out the way, and I'm kind of like introverted, so I don't really like go out to functions, do a lot of different things. So I don't have a lot of stories at all. So just the little few that I have, I'm like, why not get on here and tell y'all today? So without further ado, let's get right into it, man. So the first 2 of 3 stories are both pool stories, okay? So drowning, I guess me and water don't really mix well, but this is starting off with me being really young. I want to say I was probably like 8 years old, okay? And the reason why I think I know that I was 8 is because I used to hang out a lot with my cousin Cameron. Now, at this time in my life, Cameron was the coolest person I ever knew, okay? Because me being 8, I think Cameron had to be like 13. So seeing a teenager as a little kid, like I wanted to do everything Cameron was doing. I wanted to go everywhere Cameron was going. You know what I mean? Like just being around him, I felt cool. Like hanging out with the cool kids. You know what I'm saying? So I remember that we would hang out a lot, okay? And anytime me and Cameron hanged out, it was always something crazy going on. Like I remember one time we were like throwing water balloons off of the apartment complex, the like railing like down to cars driving by. We was like hitting cars with water balloons. I remember one time Cameron found a knife and I like dropped it on accident and it landed on his foot. So he like chunked it like in the field, and then later he was like, "Where'd the knife go?" And I was like, "You threw it." Like it was just a lot of stuff. So just know, anytime me and Cameron hung out, there was something crazy going on, okay? So this wasn't any different. I remember one time I went over to Cameron's house, and Cameron had a pool in the backyard. So we would always like, they'll have like pool parties, stuff like that. And one of these days, it was 4 people in total, okay? So it was me, Cameron, Cameron's cousin, and then Cameron's uncle. Now this is on a different side, that's why I'm saying Cameron's, because like technically they are my cousins, but like yeah. Now we're in the pool. Cameron's uncle is sitting on like a little lawn chair, but he's not paying attention to us at all. Like he just there. And then we're all in the pool together. Now I'm gonna give Cameron's cousin, I think I'm gonna give the initial, I'm gonna say B. Okay. So me, Cameron, and B are in the pool, and we're playing Marco Polo. At this time, like I said, I'm 8 years old, so I don't know how to swim yet. So like usually when I'm playing little games in the pool, I'm just hugging onto the wall like this, okay? And I'm like, you know what I mean? They come in, "Oh, Marco, I'm screwed on the wall, Polo," stuff like that, right? Now, Cameron and everybody else knows I can't swim, so usually that's just what goes on. I get the scurrying on the wall. I can't really be it because I can't really tag nobody, so I'm never really the searcher. Now, during this round, B was the one calling out Marco, and then me and Cameron Polo, right? So I'm on the wall like I usually would be, but Cameron like is like, "Oh, look, come here." So like I'm like on his back, basically. He's in the pool like bouncing around, and I'm on his back. So now I can go like in the middle of the water. I don't just gotta hug the wall anymore. So we're laughing, "Oh, Polo," we're like run, here like run over, swim over, dive over, whatever, to get out the way. And there was one scenario where she says Marco, and we're like right next to her. So if we're here, she's right here, and she goes to reach out her hand, right? Cameron's like turned like this, so her hand would touch me and him if we don't move. But him moving, like basically he wouldn't be able to move fast enough to get both of us out of the way. So what he does is he like separates like this, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking I'm gonna be gone, and you just sitting here on the lounge, ain't doing nothing. Whatever, get me out the water. I don't remember if I cried or not, but I'm scared. Adrenaline rush. I'm breathing hard. I'm coughing, whatever. And Cameron tells me like, yeah, man, like I didn't. My bad. Like I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to swim. And I guess technically I was when I tried to reach the step, but he was like, yeah, I don't know. I thought you were swimming. I thought you were trying to swim. And then I saw your hand, so I came in picture. So yeah, at 8 years old, your boy was almost gone with Nemo and him because Cameron tried not to get caught in Marco Polo. Okay, so that is number one. Number two, I'm gonna switch it from a pool story to how I almost hung myself on a tree. Now that sounds absolutely diabolical, but listen. So back when I used to live in this apartment complex, during this time was some of like the best times of my life because my whole family lived in this apartment complex, right? So upstairs was me and my family. Under us, like the under neighbor, when they be like, oh, your bottom, top floor neighbors be annoying. My bottom neighbor was my grandma. Across the tree was my cousin, so like we all lived in the same, area. Now, like I said, there was a walkway, a tree, and then the other side of the apartments. Now, on this tree, I used to go outside and climb the tree all the time, like just being a young boy playing with, just be outside, playing football, all this other stuff, and just climbing the tree. Me and my cousin would, try to climb the tree. Now, I remember one time I got off school and I went, put my stuff in the house, whatever, chilling. And to school that day, I still remember everything. I had on a red collar shirt because that was like the colors for my school. Red collar shirt, and I had this black, like skaters type of hoodie that had like a yellow graphic on the front and the hood as well. It was a yellow graphic on the hood. So I had this hoodie on. So I climb up on the tree after school, climb up on the tree, and I'm just sitting up there chilling. What was I doing? I don't know, because there wasn't like, I didn't have no phone, and I was just up there, I guess, vibing, listening to nature, whatever the case may be. So, finally, as I'm sitting on the tree, I guess I don't remember if I got bored or I got called in the house, but I'm like, okay, time to get down. Now, how I got up the tree was, there was like, so say this is the what do you call it? The stump or the base of the tree, There was like a branch that went out like this. There was like a thick branch. So I would run, grab onto that branch and then climb up and sit in like a little V that was up there, right? So that's what I would do. Now I'm in the little V and I'm like, okay, time to get down. On the other side of the tree, you could just jump down. Like, just if you want it to be a little more scary, not as safe, you can jump down off the tree. That's what I was trying to do. I tried to jump down on this side, right? A branch, I had my hoodie on. A branch stuck through the hood of my hoodie. So as I jump, why there's a time during the pool like session or whatever where the lifeguard like blows the whistle and he's like, okay, only adults in the adult pool. Like I was old enough to not be sitting there. Like the kiddie pool, like you can't even really swim because it's so like shallow. Like you literally just standing there, so you laying down just to be in the water. But like if you get on your knees, you out the water. You know what I mean? So I'm obviously old enough to not be in there, so I'm in the adult pool. But then I kind of feel a little left out because my little cousins are in the kiddie pool, so I'm kind of like just looking over at them, like seeing what they got going on. And then the lifeguard comes and like blows the whistle and it's like, okay, adults only in the big pool. So I have to get out and I go to the kiddie pool with them. They're like playing with some other little kids or whatever. Like they have some water guns over there. So we sitting there like splashing water. They shooting water guns at us, having a good little time. And as we were doing that, whatever, having a fun little time, a little while later, the whistle blows again. Okay, everybody can go back to the other pool. Now, this is where it gets crazy, okay? This is not a drowning story. I mean, it could have been eventually, but it's not, that's not what happened. So, I hear the whistle. I can go back to the other pool. I get up and I full sprint, because what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna jump in this other pool, right? So, there's a kiddie pool, there's like a pool surface, and then there's the big pool, right? So there's like a little walk in between. I get out, obviously I'm wet, I'm in a pool, and I go to a full sprint. Yo, why? As I start to run, I go like this. Look, I slip. When I tell you I am parallel in the air, like I'm flying and I see my feet. I see my feet like this. So I'm running, boom, slip. I'm literally in the air like this. Flat in the air. And I slip like as soon as I get out of this pool. So I'm like, get out, run, slip. So there's a lot of stretch still left before I get to this other pool. So as I'm in the air, I'm literally thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna hit the back of my head on the floor. Like right before I hit the pool, I'm gonna hit the back of my head, fall into the pool, then I'm gonna drown. Like that's it. So I go slip, boom, I'm flying. I land in the other pool. I flew far enough for me to land like clean in the other pool. I land. I'm kind of like, I just stay under for a little bit. I stay under the water for a little bit. And I come up. I get out this time, but I walk. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm tiptoeing back to the other pool to tell my cousins, did y'all see that? Did y'all just see me fly? How they ain't see it? How are y'all not seeing me? No, but okay. So you telling me I'm hovering across pools like a UFO right now and nobody see? Alright. So I go over there. I just sit over there like with them for the rest of the time. Just chilling. We just in the little knee deep water, just vibing, because I was shook. I ain't gonna lie. But yes, those are my 3 moments where it could have been really bad, but it wasn't. I hope that was somewhat enjoyable or like interesting for y'all. Like I said, I don't have any crazy stories, and y'all may even hear these and be like, oh, it's cool, whatever. But like I said, if y'all got anything like crazy that happened, something that you even seen happen that was